Okay, the benefits of branding. Branding has three main purposes. Number one, to identify the product. This is very important for the customer. The customer needs to be able to decide or determine where's your product. Right? Also, it encourages repeat sales because now that the customer gets used to a specific brand, they will continue to buy that brand over and over and over again. So when they go to the shop, they look for their favorite brand of peanut butter and they take Black Cat off of the shelf because they're already used to it. So it encourages loyalty. It also helps enhance new product sales. So let's say Black Cat brings out a new type of peanut butter. People who already are familiar with the Black Cat brand and who trust the Black Cat brand are going to be very likely to try that new peanut butter. Okay, and this guy is so loyal to the Apple brand that he even shaved the Apple sign, the Apple logo into the back of his head. Are any of you that loyal to any specific brands that you would shave it into your hair or put a tattoo on your body? Okay, some of the benefits for marketers is that branding allows them to differentiate their products, and that differentiation can become a very effective competitive advantage. So that when you place that stamp on the product, people immediately buy it. In the previous videos, I showed you an example of Kodak. Kodak's brand is so well known that they can put their brand name on almost anything and it will sell. The same is with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, if you put a Coca-Cola sign on the road, on a little shop, you know that that's a tuck shop or a corner cafe that you can go and purchase products from. It's a very successful brand and a form of differentiation. Okay, when a customer can effectively differentiate between products, it makes shopping much faster. You don't have to go through the aisles and look at the back of each product because you know the brands, you know what they stand for, you know what their quality of their products is, so you can just pick it from the shelf and put it into your basket. Okay? Don't have to stand there thinking for hours. So there we go. It reduces time and effort. You don't need salespeople to explain each product because people already know what the products stand for. And therefore, it means that as marketers, we don't have to spend a lot of money on marketing our products. We can just spend money informing people about our brand and getting them to become loyal to our brand using various means. And then they'll just buy the products over and over and over again. Okay, so here's an interesting example. There were two chicken nuggets that are exactly the same, identical chicken nuggets, and they were given to kids. One was given in a McDonald's bag with McDonald's branding on, and the other was placed in an unbranded bag. Now let me ask you this question. Which chicken nugget do you think the children thought tasted the nicest? You guessed it, it was the McDonald's bag. Because they have a very pleasant association in their minds with McDonald's. I mean, think of McDonald's. It's like a heaven for kids. They can get burgers and chips. They can play on those interesting jungle gyms that are inside there in the balls. So because they have that association, the food tastes even better. And if they're tasting food that is exactly the same, the one from McDonald's tastes better because I love McDonald's. Right? Okay, so very interesting, the power of branding. Okay, so effective branding allows companies to charge higher prices for their products, especially if it's very well differentiated in comparison to other competitors. So here we go. Apple charges very much higher prices for their tablets than the other products. Okay, it's very good quality, but they can charge that premium price because people are willing to pay it for the high quality that they get from Apple products. Okay, effective branding will also spill over to other products, and particularly new products, which means that consumers are willing to accept the new products that the company brings out much faster because they already trust the brand. Example, when Clippies and Cola came out, Klipdrift is a very well-known South African brandy, well-loved by a lot of people, and so they thought, well, let's add cola to it, and we'll make this drinker pop called Clippies and Cola, and people absolutely loved it, and the Klipdrift drinkers bought it quickly. Why? Because a lot of Klipdrift drinkers add Coke to their Klipdrift anyways. And so now it was just coming in a bottle form. So Klipdrift didn't have to spend a lot of money on advertising and a lot of money on promotions, because people started to buy it because they trust the brand. Okay, and usually a brand is protected by the law so that competitors can't copy the brand and what it does. Produces a form of security for the brand. And it also, another thing is that branding fosters loyalty. People are loyal to the brands that they love. Another advantage is that it allows for advertising synergies. It means that we can do advertising about the various, we can just do an advert about our brand, and all our various products are almost included in that brand advertising. Okay, some benefits to consumers is that it's easy to identify brands with good branding, reduces the shopping time, I mentioned that earlier, and it offers buyers a sense of confidence. What I'm spending my money on here, I know I can trust because I know this brand and I know that they are consistent with their products. That really helps customers' kind of conscience, because people want to spend their money wisely. They don't want to just waste their money on things that are not good quality. So branding gives them that sense of confidence when they are buying, that they know that they're going to get what they're looking for, that sense of reliability and quality. Okay, so there's a high something called brand equity, which is the monetary value of brand names. And a brand that has a high awareness and is perceived highly by customers has a very high brand equity. You can charge, well, not charge, but it's worth a lot of money. It's a great investment to have a good brand. For example, Coca-Cola, just the brand, not the company, not the products and services, not the actual, not the warehouses or the trucks or anything like that. Just the brand is worth $36 billion, and that was in 2004. It's probably worth a lot more now. Okay, Marlboro is worth $33 billion, the brand, and Kodak is worth $10 billion. So these brands are worthwhile. They've spent a lot of time investing in their brands, and people trust these brands. They're willing to buy anything that comes from these brands. And firms like Procter & Gamble spend more than $5 million per day to reinforce their brand equity of their products. Okay? On probably through the use of advertising and other forms of marketing. Okay,